playing him. I think that's pretty cool.
You know what was fucked up, though, to me? Eazy-E's son wasn't even allowed to play Eazy-E in the movie.
He looked just like him.
But I mean,
how do you not do that?
They got conflicting issues though. Eazy-E's son is, it's kind of crazy the fact that not everybody is on one page and you want to be a part of that page. But at one point in time, you was like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck NWA, fuck out. Like, you know what I'm saying? They left my daddy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but that's his son though, But I just feel like, I mean, really and truly, shit, it probably been some underlying beef, some shit we don't know about. It might not got nothing to do with the older NWA. It may got something to do with them younger kids. He may feel like, fuck a little Ice Cube or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling, man.
Could be.
Ain't no, niggas is crazy today.
Oh, man.
But I think that's nothing better than to be able to play your father and you know what I'm saying, somebody you looked up to, probably listen to his music and, you know what I'm saying, all this shit, and to actually get to play him in a movie. You know what I'm saying? That's epic.
Man, I heard a dude, when they did that cypher on the BET Awards, man, dude sound just like his dad too, man.
Yeah.
He looked like him, sound like him. I think we got two sons, don't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
They both flow.
You know what though? It's a lot of this, these people that was getting all this beef and the slack and shit early in their hip hop career. Snoop Dogg, you see Snoop Dogg's son finna go to a major college, and you know what I'm saying, Snoop and changed his whole image around the whole nine. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy that people kind of, I guess, got on them people's ass, man, when they was younger and made them out to be such monsters, and they just like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
on a side note, Snoop, man, go give your son a hug, man. I seen that shit online, man. Give your son a hug, man. That's
what?
Oh, he was talking about, it was a little, little videos. So his son was sitting on the football field and shit, and Snoop was in the stands talking to his wife and shit. And son was looking in there, he had a little commentary about, just want a hug from my dad. Say, yeah, want a hug from my dad. And Snoop was like, man, it makes you tough. You're supposed to make you tough. You don't get that love like that. It makes you tough, man. I mean, how tough is that? How tough are you supposed to be towards your kids like that? Are you supposed to be so tough like, nah, I ain't gonna give you no hug, little nigga. That's gonna make you tough like me in life, man. You weren't. Little Snoop wasn't raised like Big Snoop was.
That's
you see what I'm saying?
To me, that sounds like some power trip shit to me, man.
I don't know. I mean, he could have been doing it for the cameras and whatnot, but you gotta realize, dude grew up in a multi-million-dollar home. Snoop grew up in what? Eating what? Sugar syrup sandwiches and shit.
That shit until he was 18.
Yeah.
So majority of that nigga life, he been rich. Till he was 18.
I mean, if you look at it now, nigga, he been rich longer than he was broke.
That's what I'm saying. So majority of that nigga, that life, he been rich. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, catch 22. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like Lil Wayne. A lot of people think that, you know what I'm saying, feel certain ways about Lil Wayne. Me personally, I just think that the nigga is just a full-time, like, he's always acting. It's always for the camera. And when he's finally get a chance to be himself, he's probably only himself around, like, his family and shit. Like Michael Jackson. I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson looked in the mirror early in the morning and he probably wasn't talking like that. He probably wasn't thinking like, you know what I'm saying? He probably wasn't the Michael Jackson that we see on camera. This nice, fun-loving, you know what I'm saying? That nigga probably was a real nigga or probably said real nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's funny to think like that. Like, I'm pretty sure a nigga looked in the mirror some mornings and was like, man, I'm getting too old for this shit. Like, God, I need to sit my whole ass. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, think about Michael was 50, still moonwalking on stage. But, I mean, if you look at, dude still had hundreds of millions of followers. Arguably billions of followers. I know you can just say everybody in China follow dude, and that's billions of followers right there.
It's some people that I feel like, man, get at it. Go on, cut the act out, man. Like Lil Richard. Lil Richard still act like Lil Richard. Like, man, come on, man. You a 70-something, damn near 80-something year old, man. Like, cut the shit out, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be with the wig and loud. Come on, man. Sit your ass down, man. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, sit down. Like, why are you still yelling and screaming and doing all little extra shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Sit down somewhere, man. Like, this, I just feel like cut the act out, man. Cut the shit. Like Tina Turner. Like, why you British talk? Why you talking with that British accent? Like, cut the act out, man.
You anime.
Yeah, cut the shit.
You anime.
You been over there.
You was raised in
yeah, you from Tennessee? Or ain't you from Tennessee?
Somewhere. Something.
Nutbush, Tennessee.
Flatbush, Nutbush, some sort of bush.
Man, cut the shit. Cut the shit. Now you
now speaking of acting, and I don't even know if it's an act, but I'm reading more of these interviews with some of these young rappers, and it just sound plumb dumb. They sound stupid. Case in point, I was listening to an interview Young Thug did. Is that his name, Young Thug? When he was talking about why I'll never be Jay-Z. I never want why I don't listen to Jay-Z. And he was talking about you know what I'm saying, dude is like he's in his 40s. You know what I'm saying? The things he's saying I can't relate. You know, dude needs to go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He needs to leave rapping to the young kids.
I feel like that.
Rapped about everything Young Thug talking about.
I feel like
Young Thug ain't talking about shit.
Now I feel like when artists like do shit like that, it's all just a gimmick. Like it's got to be. It's a publicity stunt. And they know that they at a level where they could do this type of shit. Like Kevin Gates, he does like little vines and shit where he says some of the most outrageous shit. He had sex with somebody that got AIDS and he gonna fuck her again because the pussy was good and then he fucked his cousin and then you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like all kind of just a weird. He told this girl to get out because she didn't give his dog a head. Like all kind of you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of that shit is just like just to see what the fuck people will believe.
But why would you say shit? I mean, I know it's for shock value and
exactly. Shit. Shock value gets them the other 15%. That's it.
I mean,
because
that's 15,
here's why.
15 seconds.
Here's why. We're smart enough to understand what shock value is and to identify it and to talk amongst certain crowds and you discuss it because it's shock value. We understand. We're not going to go and make a big deal in the scene, but it's 15% of people in the community that we live in that's like, yo, nigga, did you see what Kevin Gates, nigga, hold up, nigga, download this, you know what I'm saying? Like that 15%, they're into him and they into that dumb shit and they just, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but the other 85%, we sitting around scratching our heads like, what the fuck?
Exactly. And that extra 15% is that, you know, that's what he feel like he need. That's what feel like is if he say something like that can demean himself, demean his character, all this, and it's just like I don't even give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like fuck it.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe what if I come out tomorrow and just post on my Facebook page I had sex with a goat? How many likes am I gonna get? You know what I'm saying? It's who's
you know what's
am I doing that for the 15%?
Nah, you know what's here's why though. Here's why I feel like that it'll you know what I'm saying. You amongst the other 85. That's the community that you live amongst. Like you know what I'm saying. The other 15%, you don't notice them. They probably don't even notice you. So if you do that shit, the 85% of the people they gonna look at you like, man, this nigga needs to be over here with the 15%. Right. Like, y'all, hell no. You know what I'm saying? He's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what social media.
15%. It's like the Matrix.
Well, I mean, I think, like you were saying, that's the times that we live in. Everything is social media. Everything is done on Vines. Everything is done on Instagram, YouTube. We didn't have that when we came up.
Right.
If we did some stupid shit, we did the stupid shit around the 13 people that we hung around.
Right.
And then we got clowned for it, but that was the end of it.
Right.
You know, you can be you can get in a fight with somebody, and that shit is instantaneously posted around the world.
You know what's crazy too? Like it's almost kind of scary to think about when you think of. It's almost like infinity. It's you know we can't grasp infinity. Like you only can say the word, but you can't really grasp that shit. Like nobody can. I heard a pastor, no lie, at church say, God got infinite, his power is infinite. His power is so infinite, if a little bitty baby bird decided to take every grain of dust or sand and fly to the moon, when it get done, he'd just be starting. And I was like, I didn't understand it at first.
You got an organ in here? I was going to start shouting right there. Hold on, keep on going. Keep on going. Look to your neighbor and say neighbor.
Yeah. And it took me a while. Like I remember like I didn't understand it. And then once I finally understood, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like that's infinite. So think about the internet and its infinity. Like I mean, is infinity a word? I don't even know. Gotta look it up. Think about the internet and how infinite it is. We take a picture, right? That shit's on the internet, social media. This person shared, until you remove that picture personally. You know what I'm saying? That shit is just there. Like your kids, like I do videos and shit on there. Like if I until my Facebook page crashes or whatever, my videos, whatever, however this shit are until YouTube crashes and all this shit like this, until this shit crashes, my kids, it's like a library that's on the internet forever. Like people who like, you know, think about it like this. I do music, you know. My kids get older. They're in their 30s. They're like, hey, let's go, you know, on YouTube and look at some of my dad's videos. Man, it's just crazy. YouTube ain't been around that long, but now it's like, damn, well, we see a video been on for 5 years. It's like we're eventually maybe going to be able to see a video that's been on for fucking 15 years. Like, look how many views this shit got. It's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just infinite. So, like, it's almost like a library of your life or a part of your life is on the internet and it's forever. Like, nobody can never take that shit off, and you know what I'm saying. It's almost scary. Like, what if you decide to change the person who you become? Like, what if you are a pastor now? But like, you got that 15-year-old video where you was nigga, I'm pussy popping hole getting suck some ass. Now you like, oh shit.
So you might have to ask Mace about that shit, don't you?
But
ask
I'm saying,
Pastor
like,
Mason Bertha.
But see, like even with Mace, like he a rapper, he a pastor, he a rapper, even he fighting demons. So just imagine a 75-year-old man that's like, you know, trying to get himself together, like.
But that's our generation, right? Look at this though.
People gonna be able, it's a chronological, actually day for day video of our generation. Our kids are gonna be able to look at us like, look at them country soulful dressing you know what I'm saying? Like, look how silly them motherfuckers is. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be like
and they doing that already.
Man, that's why I say it's gonna be a future president. And people gonna it's gonna be a video with some of his friends smoking butt. He in the background laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's chronological. It's day for day. It's gonna be somebody that's gonna be like fucking running for office or something. And it's like, oh, we found YouTube has helped us uncover a 16-year-old video, and it's sucks some ass. It's you on that mother. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy, bro.
There's already no such thing as privacy. So now they just gonna take it and run with it now. I was having a conversation with my daughter the other day. It blew her fucking mind. I said, you know, I'm actually older than the internet is.
Yeah.
And she looked at me like with this dumbfounded look. Like, I was like the internet's been around forever. Well, for them, it's been around forever. For us, that shit probably started popping off around 1991, 92. You was writing in MS-DOS and shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing commands. And
we're older than shit that people now neglect. Like, that was once, remember the first couple CDs? Remember how you acted when you first got your first little CDs?
I remember
how funky you act with everybody.
I remember my first CD single. My first CD single was Public Enemy's Can't Trust It.
Remember how you took that motherfucker out the CD case though?
Nah, the long box. You remember that shit?
Remember how delicate you was with that motherfucker now? Like with a DVD. Remember when you first got DVDs, how delicate and
that shit would come out. And you just sat there for like 15 minutes, like you had to take a pause. You had to take a break before you tried to get that motherfucker out. Just a CD
itself. You ever remember when you looked on the bottom of that motherfucker and was like, man, god damn, dog, like who fucking touching the bottom of my, you know what I'm saying? Now I got DVDs, you know, little things in my kids' rooms and shit. Everybody got a little DVD. I watch my daughter look for a movie like fucking playing cards. They
don't even respect them no more.
I'm like,
they don't even respect the CD no more, man.
It's Blu-rays in there. It's PlayStation 3 games all mixed in it. It's fucking, it's like, it's shit that
verbatim CDRs that's just sitting right there.
It's fucking like data CDs and shit, like with ultrasound pictures. Shrek.
Playing cards, I'm like, yo, spots of coffee, all kinds of scratches and shit.
Bro, like the way people treat, like just a CD itself nowadays, the way people treat a fucking.
They use them as coasters, man. They using CDs as coasters, man.
Break down weed on them. Oh my god, just all kind of like just like a fucking just like a DVD player. I remember the CD player. My uncle had one, and you know, he had went off to the military, and when he came back, he brought all the shit and he put it all in the room that I was staying in, which was his old room in my grandmother's house. So he had the little CD player now. We kind of shared the room and shit. It was really like his shit, you know what I'm saying? But I just kind of chilled in there, you know what I'm saying? But he had the CD player. So he, you know what I'm saying? I remember like, I would put the CD player in there, and I remember pushing the drawer closed, and he was like, yo, hey, like, use the fucking button. Like,
open the close button, nigga.
Yeah. Like, don't fucking push it. Nigga, use the button. Are you fucking crazy? Do you hear it whining when you push it in? Like, don't push it, motherfucker. Use the button. Like, now I'm watching my kids like push CDs in the fucking PlayStation. And I'm like, yo, maybe it's not going in because it's another one in there. And they're like, nah, you just got to push it because it pushes the out when you don't push it. I'm like, yo, like, look how y'all treat shit. We are older than shit that, like, people now neglect